Hello, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us today. We're really happy that you're here. We normally meet a little bit later in the afternoon, but we did this one a little bit early today. If you are joining us from Europe, thank you so much. I know that it has been late in your evenings at our normal time. I want you to know that some very awesome TAP leads in Europe reached out and asked if we could do this at an earlier slot for you all. So you should thank your TAP leads for watching out for you. Again, I just want to thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to kick off a quick poll. Y'all give me some feedback. For those of you I haven't met before, my name is Candy Tillman. I run 50 Strong, and we are so happy that you're here. I'll look for feedback from you all in the poll on how many of you are joining us for the first time, because that will decide whether I spend 2 minutes on our introduction or 4 minutes, and no more than 4 minutes. But I want to thank you all for joining us today at 50 Strong SkillBridgeConnect. This effort is made possible by a few of our partners that have really leaned in on the SkillBridge front. Those are United Health Group, Cushman & Wakefield, Johnson & Johnson, Verizon, Amazon, John Deere, Tech Systems, Lowe's, and ADP. Many of these companies are here with us today, and we're so happy to have you all joining them to talk to them, as well as many other awesome SkillBridge partners together. I want to thank you all for joining. As you can see over on the right, we have some awesome employers that are also DoD authorized SkillBridge partners joining us today. They are all eager to meet with you. If you are here as a service member, thank you so much. You're the reason that we're all here. I want to again thank all the transition counselors and TAP leads, the SkillBridge program leads at all of these companies. The commands, listen, y'all, commands are actively sharing out about this work. They are supporting SkillBridge. They are approving SkillBridge all the time, and we thank them. If you are here with us as a 50 Strong education partner, thank you so much. We appreciate all that you're doing. And to our community partners and interested employers, thank you all so much for being here. Really important before I go any farther, Zoom 5.3.0 or later is necessary in order for you to self-select yourself and to move yourself around into the breakout rooms. If you're not sure what version you're running, go ahead and take a quick second and update if you need to. We will let you back in. My friend Cassie at John Deere is helping me make sure that we get everybody into the meeting as soon as they are ready to join back. All right, it looks like 60% of you are first time to 50 Strong. And to the 16% of you that are joining us from Oconus, thank you all so much. I'll pop over and see where you're joining us from. To the enlisted ranks that are joining us, I want you to know that SkillBridge is for all ranks, enlisted or officer. We really appreciate you being here. All right, I'm going to share just a little bit about 50 Strong, given that so many of you are new, joining us for the first time. What we do, we work with some awesome military-ready employers, and our goal is to support their efforts to open pathways for you, and then to share those pathways with you. We run 3 series of events. One is 50 Strong EmployerConnect. This is for all service members, veterans, spouses, Guard, Reserve, student veterans. We also run 50 Strong SkillBridgeConnect, which this meeting is a part of and is specifically for SkillBridge opportunities. We also run 50 Strong Industry Connect, which basically is meant to help employers at scale understand various military-ready programs so that they can open opportunities for you too. We also have an app now available. This gives you easy access to all of our events as well as our partners' events. You also can search for SkillBridge opportunities in that app. Before I go any farther, many of you are here because you heard about 50 Strong from one of our higher ed partners. If you are here and you heard about 50 Strong from any of these higher ed partners, drop us a note in the chat. I really would love to see it. If you are here representing one of these higher ed partners, tell us in the chat. Chelsea, if you are here, I want to thank Chelsea from American Military University. for amazing efforts and leadership in this space. Thank you, Chelsea. All right, DoD SkillBridge. Before we go any further, I want to just give you a quick snapshot. We are here today to talk about the SkillBridge program and for you to meet with employers that have SkillBridge opportunities. Listen, y'all, SkillBridge has kind of exploded. I'm going to show you a chart in a second to show you how many authorized organizations there are. I encourage you to explore as many of them as you possibly can. Not all are created equal, and you will find your best fit by working directly to talk to some of these SkillBridge program leads, which is what we're here for today. SkillBridge is for any rank, enlisted or officer, and you can use up to the last 180 days of service, although most of you are using somewhere between 12 and 20 weeks. There are so many industry partners with opportunities, and we are so happy to have almost 20 of some of the strongest ones here today. All right, SkillBridge is authorized by Congress, facilitated by the DoD, approved by your individual commands, and please hear me when I say this, activated by industry partners. It requires industry partners to open opportunities. I have been doing some tracking of the DoD SkillBridge website. In 2019, there were 123 programs. So if you transitioned out in 2019, you did not have the opportunity that you have today. As of yesterday, there are almost 2,800 DoD authorized SkillBridge partners. This is a 22x growth in just over 3 years. So Mike Piper said something about a year and a half ago. He said, we learn every day. It's a new program for us, and it's a new program for you. Mike, would you say that we're all still learning every single day?
Yeah, every hour at this point, but yes, every single day.
Exactly. And I make this point to all the service members. Please know every SkillBridge partner is navigating as they go. None of us are experts. The program is basically moving so quickly, and folks are innovating so quickly that we're all kind of doing our best every day, and we are all working together as well. This is a really important point that I hope you take away. All of these SkillBridge partners are working together today and also many days. All right, 6 things I want you to know about SkillBridge before I turn it over to a couple of our partners. There is no such thing as an official SkillBridge cohort. Okay, some programs do run their own cohorts, but those are for those programs. There is no DoD official SkillBridge cohort. Many of the partners that you'll hear from run SkillBridge throughout the year, right? So please keep that in mind. Each SkillBridge partner runs and manages their own program. They have different processes, different timing, different intakes, different criteria. Again, this is why it's so important that you're working with each of them. Each SkillBridge partner can and does open new opportunities at any time. Okay? The SkillBridge website may not reflect the latest opportunity levels at the city level. So please keep this in mind, and you have to keep navigating. Each SkillBridge lead has to work with their hiring teams throughout their organization in order to open opportunities. Y'all, the folks that you're going to talk to today are literally working their behinds off to champion new SkillBridge opportunities every day across their organization. If you don't hear back from them quickly, know that it is because they are literally working to champion new opportunities every day. And this takes time, right? So early exploration is key. You can and should engage directly with many different programs. And please know that SkillBridge offers that are aligned to actual workforce opportunities may be nearer and closer to your ETS than you would like, but it is because the full-time opportunity on the back end has a higher likelihood of a positive outcome if they can align to workforce opportunities. Please also remember that SkillBridge is one recruiting pathway for employers. All right. I'm going to stop my screen share. With that, I want to introduce you to a few of the SkillBridge partners that are here with us today. I will first introduce, you just heard from Mike Piper. Mike, do you mind to share a little bit about Lowe's from a SkillBridge perspective?
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Piper. I lead our military efforts here at Lowe's. Separated from the Air Force as an E4, was a mechanic, and now I'm in HR. So somebody can explain that one to me. Really appreciate it. But our SkillBridge program is unique, but it's also a great opportunity for individuals to get into what we call mid-level management roles with us. So we start a new SkillBridge cohort every first week of the month. And all of our locations across the United States are technically eligible for a SkillBridge from a role perspective. So we funnel into what we call ASM, or Assistant Store Manager, and Department Supervisor roles on our store side, and then Operations Supervisor roles on our supply chain side. What I'll say is it's a very intuitive program. Everything is done with digital training. You get the same training that anybody else would in those roles. You just get a little bit more time to adapt and transition, as well as some added trainings in there, because we've all done budgets, but we may not have looked at a P&L and understand a P&L from a perspective of a business side. So it's a great program. Opportunities, we convert right around 90% of our individuals get an offer. And those that are really not getting the offer are the ones that basically tell us, hey, look, the retail is not for us. So stop by. Rebecca's going to be in the booth, because I do have to jump off. As Candy said, we're always in these meetings trying to elevate. I have a meeting that I have to run to, which is why I am like Matt Disher today and have a source code up in here as well. But definitely look forward to hearing about the great things and hopefully seeing you here with our SkillBridge program.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mike. Next up, from Fortune 5 United Health Group, Barbara Beltram. Barbara, how are you?
Good morning, Candy. Doing well. Thank you, everybody. Yes, I am Barbara Beltram. I am the Military Fellowship Program Manager for United Health Group. I am a retired Navy chief, hospital corpsman. So I was in medicine when I did my service. However, I'm doing recruiting and talent acquisition program management now. So none of my medicine part is part of our system here. And so if you are looking into potentially breaking into the healthcare industry, which is not going anywhere anytime soon, come see us in United Health Group. You don't have to have any medical experience to be able to participate and find a role here. We are Fortune 5. We have 380,000 employees across the world and are growing. And so if there's something you're interested in the corporate side, we have clinical operations, business operations, finance, customer service, project management, and pretty much anything that could fall under any of those general areas. We are not a cohort-based program. We are individually developed for you based off of your timeline and what your command approves. 90 to 180 days is our window. So please come visit us in our room. We'd be happy to talk to you about your interests with us. Thanks, Candy.
Thank you, Barbara. Great to see you today. Next up, from a brand that my preteens have decided is the coolest brand ever, John Deere, David Ottavianelli. David, how are you?
Andy, we're fantastic. Thank you so much for everyone on the call for what you do. I'm joined by my team members, Cassie and Jess, and we're honored to be here. I'm an Army veteran. I help lead our military recruiting programs at John Deere. We have a wide range of SkillBridge opportunities for all ranks and occupations to consider. This includes machine tech and support positions at our independently owned dealerships that are scattered across the entire United States, production and skilled trades roles and management roles and technology roles at our 16 major manufacturing locations. A number of different areas to include software engineering, cyber, data analytics, and engineering to grow on top of that. We're an individual approved SkillBridge provider, meaning that we can host individuals based upon your timing, your location preference, and the type of work that you want to do. We want to make this very simple for you, and we will help you gain command approval through signed training plans and official DoD, Air Force, and CSP documents signed and approved that will, as you go into your command to get approval, help you, right? And show that you have a legitimate plan, et cetera, with that. We want to make it simple, and we ask you to fill out a contact card. And Cassie's been pointed in there. You go to our military hiring site, fill out about 10 question questionnaire, and that will put you in contact with a veteran from our team just to have a conversation and to help you with your timing, location, and options, and to help you with your transition. Once again, thank you for your service. Come to our John Deere room, meet Cassie and Jess, and look forward to seeing you. Thanks, Candy.
Thank you, David. Next up, because I have a feeling he'll have something funny to say to David, Matt Disher from Cushman and Wakefield.
How did you know I was going to say something funny to David?
I saw it.
Hey everybody, Matt Disher at Cushman and Wakefield. I just dropped a thing into the chat with a couple of links so you can connect with myself and my team. I lead our national military and veteran programs. And if you stick around through the end of the call, I'm going to also give you, and Candy will too, give you some options to win some things where John Deere still isn't giving away like zero-turn lawnmowers or anything like that, but I will give away some things if you go on LinkedIn and post about your conversations here today. So who the heck is Cushman and Wakefield? We are a global commercial real estate firm. So we're not a consumer brand, right? We're not putting packages on your front door in 2 days. We don't make lawnmowers and farming implements. We are not selling hardware. We don't do any of the things that you're probably going to hear from some of the other employers. But we are what is called a B2B, a business to business. We serve other businesses. We manage about 5 billion square feet of property around the world. So the places where you live, work, and play, from your multifamily units to the stadium where hopefully the Cincinnati Bengals will win and take it all the way this time, to any other places that you might frequent or shop. Those are commercial properties. Those are commercial real estate. You know, a long time ago, I was a Marine combat engineer, blowing things up and shooting guns, and I came out into the world post-military, and there wasn't such a program as SkillBridge, and all of the resources that you have at your fingertips today, like LinkedIn and Zoom calls with Candy Tillman, did not exist back then. So I urge you to take advantage of these things. Talk to us. I'm joined in our room today by Jamie McCall, who is, in my opinion, the cream of the crop in terms of how SkillBridge programs are run. I know everybody else on the other employers on the call will argue with me, but Jamie does it right, and we've got a bunch of great opportunities here. As Candy mentioned before, our SkillBridge opportunities are based on full-time roles that are coming open. So there's not a one-size-fits-all program. Typically, what we'd like to do is identify roles that are coming open that are already budgeted into the business, and then according to your timeline for SkillBridge and our timeline for hiring, we'll make that intersection where the vast majority of people that complete a SkillBridge program with us are offered a position at the back end, and then they stick around for as long as they'd like to have a career here at Cushman & Wakefield. So do come in and join us. A couple other notes: we're a top 10 military-friendly employer, as are a few of the other companies that are joining us here today. So we do have all the resources that we put into these things. In a lot of cases, if I don't have a role for you, or I can't make the connection, I'll make some introductions to other people. So please join us. Come talk to Jamie and I, and stick around for the end of the call so you can win some stuff.
Awesome. They're giveaways, by the way, instead of winnings, just so everybody's clear. All right, Matt, thank you so much. Next up from Johnson & Johnson, May, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Hi, everyone. Candy, thank you for putting me almost near the end. I know I joined it late. So hi, everyone. My name is May Chang. I actually recently transitioned from the military. I transitioned last June, and I also took advantage of the SkillBridge program. And today I come as a volunteer from Johnson & Johnson because I'm passionate about connecting people and connecting transitioning members to join our company, because Johnson & Johnson is a great veteran resource company. And join our room because I want to talk about we have three emphases today. One is about our SkillBridge opportunities, and then we have two other currently open positions that I'll be talking about. The first one is called the Military Veteran Leadership Development Program. It's a managerial rotational program for people who have previous people leading experience. And then we have an experienced military veteran leadership development program. We're targeting E8 and 05 plus who are transitioning, and you'll come in as a director, do a director rotational program. So if you're interested in any of those above, please welcome and join our breakout rooms.
Thank you so much, May. Always happy to have you at 50 Strong.
Thank you.
All right, next up from Fortune 240-ish, I think, ADP. Carlos, how are you?
Hi, Candy. How you doing? My name is Ramiro Carmona. When I transitioned out of the military, it was in 2016. It took me 8 months to get into ADP, and I had applied 30 times. I really wish there was a SkillBridge program at that time within ADP for me to make that transition a lot smoother. A little bit about ADP. We are a human capital management company. So we are a business-to-business company, and we run everything from payroll to taxes, retirement, and recruitment. I am looking forward to speaking with every single one of y'all who join our room and telling you a little bit about my journey, as well as some tips in regards to getting into ADP and what that's going to look like in the future as well too.
Thank you so much, Ramiro. I really appreciate you being here today.
Thank you, Candy.
Yeah, thank you so much. All right, from Verizon, Mike or Steven, one of y'all.
It's me today. Hey,
Hey,
everybody. My name is Michael McCoy. I am glad to be here, glad to connect with all of you. So Verizon, most people know as a cell phone company, but just like the military, we are 100% self-sustaining. So that means that everything that the buildings that we're in, that Matt Disher and his team, take care of for us, we have HVAC tech roles all the way through, CISO, cybersecurity, specialized technologist, project managers, anything you can think of, Verizon has those opportunities for you. Just like a lot of our peer organizations here, we align our SkillBridge opportunities to the needs of the business, which guarantees an open headcount at the end of the program. I'm going to say that again. We have a job at the end of our SkillBridge program so that you don't have to spend your SkillBridge trying to find a job in our organization. These are dedicated headcount that you are going to earn through your dedicated work and hard work that you're going to do for us while you're here. If you have questions, join our information session, little breakout room. We're here to answer any questions that you have. And Steve and I are proud to have you. So I'm an armor officer, and Steve just recently transitioned out of the Air Force and came through the Hiring Our Heroes program to join us. So really glad to have you. Really appreciate being a part of the team.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Is Mike Powers here from Tech Systems? Okay. All right, got it. Okay, listen, y'all, you've just heard from 7 of our closest SkillBridge partners. There are 15 more on the call, and you will have a chance to talk to all of them. Before we open the breakout rooms, I wanted to share a chart because some of you told me in the poll that you are already in a program, but looking for an employer host. So I wanted to just quickly talk about the key ways that you may be able to participate in SkillBridge. There's kind of 3 key ways. So one is via a DoD authorized employer that has kind of a direct internship to employment pathway. All of the companies that are here today are authorized by the DoD, which means you can work with them directly. Okay. A second way is through a DoD authorized third-party partner program. Some of the employers that are here today run their own programs, and they work through Hiring Our Heroes, for example. There are many third-party programs that have their own employer partner network. So I encourage you to explore as much as you can. There also are DoD authorized training or skills providing programs that may not have a job on the back end, or a job potential, I should say, on the back end. There's no guarantees, but they're strictly training programs, okay? I am aware that for those of you in the Army, you also have CSP. But again, my recommendation is that you refer to the DoD SkillBridge website for a list of all authorized programs. Our breakout rooms are going to be open for 1 hour. During this time, the SkillBridge partners will stay in their rooms, and you as service members can navigate freely. We will give an announcement at each 15-minute interval, but again, this is just so that you can kind of time yourself, stay in one room if you want, visit 15 if you want. It's really up to you. This is a time for you. Again, we are having breakout rooms today for all of these partners that you see here, although Tech Systems is not here with us today, I think. So keep that in mind. You can find their opportunities on our website, but all of the other partners that you see here today will be hosting their own breakout rooms. In case it's helpful, as you are selecting your breakout rooms, or for any other time, any other day of the week you want to use this. We recently just developed a new UI whereby any SkillBridge partner can input their SkillBridge opportunities, and service members, you can use this to easily search at the city level. Location is really important, right? I don't want to waste anybody's time. So this is at the city level, and it will direct route you to each SkillBridge partner's preferred intake of choice. So in some cases, it's their email. Usually it's an intake system that they've set up. Again, what we hope is that this is easy filtering by location for you to find specific opportunities that you can apply to. You can find this on your desktop. You can also find this inside of the 50 Strong app or on your mobile. Use this if you need to help you pick your breakout rooms, if it's helpful. We've had about 1,300 updates to that within the last week, and there are about 4,300 opportunities listed there now. Okay, we're going to open the breakout rooms. I'm going to go ahead and do that. If you have joined us before into all of the employers, please go ahead and move into your breakout rooms. If you've joined us before and you know which breakout rooms you want to go into, you're welcome to go ahead and do that. If you are not sure what I'm talking about, stay with me here and we'll go through how to pick your breakout rooms and how to join each one. All right, so I'm just going to take a quick peek to make sure the breakout rooms are working. And they are. Okay. For those of you that may be new, the way you see the listing of breakout rooms, in the bottom of your screen or somewhere on your screen, you'll see a button that says breakout rooms. If you don't see that, you may see a more button that has 3 dots. Click on that and it should say breakout rooms in there. If you don't see either of those, it's probably because you are not on a later version of Zoom. We can manually move you. Okay. So I'm going to take another quick peek and it looks like all but about 60 of you have moved yourself into a breakout room. So this is great. I'm just going to make sure that there's no employers that need to move. Okay. If you are having issues moving yourself into a breakout room, I want you to use the chat and tell me your name and the room you're trying to move into. Yes, I am posting the link now. Adam, thank you so much. All right, Adam, there you go. That is the link that you can use to use the easy filtering that I talked about earlier. All right, I'm going to stop my screen share. Looks like about 20 of you are left here with me. So here's what I want to do. I don't have a single SkillBridge opportunity for any of you, but all of these employers do. So I want to make sure if there's anybody that is not able to move themselves into a breakout room, if you could, yeah, great. Okay. Brittany, I'm going to move you into John Deere. Please tell the team I said hello. Matthew, I'm going to move you into Johnson & Johnson. Please tell May I said hello. Hang on, Matthew, it's not letting me move you for some reason. There we go. Okay, Rosie, Cushman and Wakefield. Rosie R. Bevel. Okay. Please tell the team I said hello, Rosie. All right. Anybody else? Michael, Cushman and Wakefield. Michael, it looks like you may have moved yourself. If you can still hear me, Mike, oh, I got you. Okay. Michael, it looks like you moved yourself. If you, oh, you can still hear me. That's interesting. Okay, hang on. All right, Michael, I'm moving you to City of Tucson, and then I'm going to move you back into Cushman & Wakefield. Okay, you should be set now. Jimmy Johnson & Johnson, please tell May I said hello. All right, so there are a few of you left here with me. David, Brandon, Drew, Alejandra, Joe. If you have any questions for me, you're welcome to come off of mute, or if you need help moving, go ahead and come off of mute and we can talk through it. All right, y'all, the breakout rooms are going to close themselves in 45 seconds. If anybody wants a head start on the t-shirt giveaways, we're going to give those away based on folks posting on LinkedIn about what they learned and who they learned it from. So this is really an opportunity for you to tag the companies as well as the recruiters that you talked to today, and just share a little bit about what you learned about SkillBridge or about those employers or whatever makes sense for you. All right, so it looks like most folks have rejoined us now. Okay, I want to do just a couple of minutes of wrap up and we will end on time. Next steps. Hey, I hope y'all had some amazing conversations with SkillBridge partners today. I hope that you got the information that you need from each one that may work for you. And what I want you to do is I want you to follow up directly with each of the SkillBridge partners that you met today. We do these events so that we don't want to be a bottleneck, right? And we do these events so that you can connect with them. Keep in mind, all these employers, while they are running SkillBridge is one pathway to employment. I want you to leverage LinkedIn to build relationships, follow the folks that you met here today, engage with their posts. It helps them get to know you. We record this event and almost everything else that we do. Leverage those replays if they're helpful. Share SkillBridge with a friend or two. And again, remember that SkillBridge is one recruiting pathway. Great employers have more than just SkillBridge. Join us at 50 Strong EmployerConnect anytime. I want to remind you, and I just dropped this in the chat, we have a new UI that is easy search filtering and direct routing to any SkillBridge partner that wants to use it at the city level. There are currently almost 4,500 opportunities there at the city level. A bunch of those have been added within the last 8 days, and more are adding every single day. So please leverage that if it's helpful. Okay, giveaways. In case you didn't know, we partner with the Oscar Mike Foundation for 50 Strong apparel. 100% of the proceeds of 50 Strong shirts still now are going through the Oscar Mike Foundation. I am going to give away at least five of those 50 Strong shirts. And we'll be keeping an eye on LinkedIn. Post about this event. Please tag the people and companies that you met. Tell us what you learned. Tell us maybe something you learned new about SkillBridge or about these employers that are here today, and we'll keep an eye on SkillBridge on LinkedIn for this. Matt Disher had to leave early. He asked me to share with you that he has a Cushman & Wakefield Yeti cooler that he would like to give away to one attendee from today's 50 Strong. So if you want to win that Yeti cooler, you need to tag Matt Disher and Cushman & Wakefield. All right, your feedback is really important to us. Please take 20 seconds to complete the survey after we end this meeting. And again, I want to say thank you to all of you that are joining us today. Certainly, I'd also like to thank our sponsors for making this event possible. Those are United Health Group, Cushman & Wakefield, Johnson & Johnson, Verizon, Amazon, John Deere, TechSystems, Lowe's, and ADP. I certainly want to thank all of the SkillBridge partners that have joined us here today. Rebecca, I'm going to buy. Rebecca is on a walking thing under her desk. I'm so envious. I'm going to get one. That makes me smile, Rebecca. I hope that you've met some great folks here today. I just saw that somebody on LinkedIn said that they met somebody that they served with 20 years ago, I think in the Cushman & Wakefield breakout room. This warms my heart. Again, I want to thank you all for being here. I wish you all the best in your SkillBridge journey and beyond your SkillBridge journey. And with that, we have wrapped up 5 minutes ahead of our scheduled end time. Would any of my 50 strong SkillBridgeConnect sponsors like to help us wrap up with any parting words? David, Mike, Barbara.
Yeah, Candy, thanks again for setting this up. It's amazing opportunity. I know there's a lot of questions for service members out there. You got incredible companies that are willing to help you make that transition. There's awesome opportunities at John Deere and other companies. You play a valuable role in supporting these companies as they grow, and thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Anybody
I would just add, remember, this is your transition, and I say your very strongly because you own it. It is your, what you want to do is what you want to do. If it's like myself, when I went to my first job fair and I saw the military recruiter and I was like, hey, eventually that's my dream job. That's what I want to do. And then I owned it to get to there from being a mechanic to here. Just remember that it's your transition, own it. Make sure you reach out to all the recruiters, reach out to the individuals that you've talked to today. And then on top of that, because I'm in a giving mood today, Candy, I don't know why, but I am. One person with the most creative post that tags myself, and since we sell their stuff, I'm going to say John Deere in a post. I'm going to help you out here, David. I'm going to give you a $100 gift card to Lowe's.
I love it. Hey, Mike McCoy, if there's anything you'd like to share picture-wise before we wrap up, you're welcome to do that. But Mike, thank you for that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate everybody. You know, like Michael said, this is your transition. Make sure that you want to do what you're doing. There's lots of companies and lots of people that have your best interests at heart, and they're going to put you in the job that they think is the right fit for you, just like you did in the military. So make sure that you are making the decisions that work best for you and your family. And so I'm going to share this. I took this the other day. That's my little boy on his John Deere. So everybody's big John Deere. We're still waiting on our free zero turn. It's in the mail apparently, so we're looking for it.
Y'all killing me.
Oh,
Thank you both. Yeah.
All right. Anybody else? All right. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I will give you 3 minutes back in your days. Again, I want to thank you all for joining us. Please join us back at 50 Strong anytime. And we wish you well. Happy Thursday.
Friday.
Friday. Oh, wait, what? No, it's Thursday. Wait, it's Thursday, right?
Yeah, it's Thursday for you. It's Friday for me.
Oh, it's Friday for some of you. Yes, Donald, thank you for reminding me. For those of you that are joining us in other parts of the world, thank you so much for being here with us. We appreciate you, and happy Friday to you. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon. All right.